December 17th and the Breakfast Club. My name is Darren Hancock, and here we are. Just a few days. I guess we've got one more week. That's it. One more week, folks. Hope you're all set. All right, let's have a look at the markets here. Looking at NASDAQ. We weren't going to get the high just yet that I was looking for. Looks like we've had a nice little reversal going on. 15-minute chart. Daily, if we come back and rebalance this whole range from yesterday and this high from Friday, come back to Friday's high, I'd like to see that. We'll have to see a continuation on the downside here that supports that level. See if that continues. For us to go bullish again, I have to get it back above this 126 high. Yeah. Yes. We got our level yesterday we're looking for. Wanted to see it pop up above this high and this high yesterday into that box. Hit the box nicely. I've had a nice little retracement since then. Higher than that even. All right, so what do we suspect this morning? I'd like to see the same thing today, take out yesterday's low and Friday's low. If we can get back into the consequent encroachment 6047 and see how we act in there, it's kind of response we get off of that level, whether or not we take the relative equal lows below us here and start heading back down into this order block here on the daily. Dow Jones had a nice big gap up. We hit the objective we were looking for yesterday, which is that daily fair value gap below us, and hit the consequent encroachment nicely, and now we've gapped up above it. We're coming back down into this range here, this big open gap. So take your gap and pull your fib tool on it, look for 50% of that gap and see if we get a response off the top of this candle here. If we get a response off of that and start climbing higher, we would have to get obviously above this 44,215 for me to be a bullish again. We can see a retracement back into these three candles here. Relative equal highs, all that's, and you want to see a piece of this stay open for that to keep going higher, but you want to see a reversal forming in here within the hour. So I like to see natural gas get back up. We're in the middle of this range here, so I'd like to see it get back up into above this line here. And it looks like we're gapping lower this morning. The pre-market is actually lower. So looking for 13 35 to see if that holds price. Copper hit the downside objective we were looking for. I'll see how we react inside here. If we drop through that, use it as leverage, we'll look like for another leg down. We could see copper next downside objective if we break through here. So we've hit that objective we looked for yesterday in natural gas. The next downside objective would be right there, just below previous day's low. And see what kind of reaction we get off that. Gold, we talked about getting through the original consolidation, and it looks like it's working its way through that. So the next downside for me is 635. $26.35 is the next downside objective, and if we get through that on a close, we're looking for obviously the equal lows, and then we're looking for a reversal there. Wheat finally hit this downside objective again. So we want to see if we can start to work through this, or whether or not we just bounce off of this again and start climbing back higher. And then we're stuck inside, as we were talking, we're stuck inside those two ranges anyway. We've been there for a couple of weeks now. Looking for sugar to continue. Soybeans, we're still looking for this low down here. It's nice to know it's starting to accelerate now. Reach for these lows. Sugar, we've got, we've hit our objective in sugar from yesterday, and our upside objective in coffee is here. All the time, this is supporting price. I like that for the upside. We're traveling all the way back through this fair value gap here. We've come back to these equal highs now. I want to see if we get a reaction off of here today. If we start just climbing straight out of the bucket here and not come back and fill this. If we fill that, you will still want to see this gap stay open. So I don't want to lose any more than the main threshold of that candle, which is 188,675. Cocoa still climbing higher. Looks good. Upside objective for cocoa. Yeah, that would be it. Right now, that's topped out where I would expect it to go. So I'm just wondering what kind of reaction we're going to get out of here, whether or not we're going to drop back and then start pushing for another leg higher. So I would expect to see this peak out today and see if we start getting a retracement throughout the rest of the day. Lumber's working that underside of the, I'd like to see this get back into this breaker here. That's the downside objective next for lumber. Lean hogs come all the way back to this level we had looked for here. Did I mark that yesterday? Okay. So I don't want to see it get any lower than this. We've had a nice bit of a reaction off that today. So if we just get this continue with that yesterday. So today I'd like to see that just open and start climbing higher. Got to get above 84,100. Keep going higher. Natural gas, it's obviously in this tight consolidation here. You got equal highs above you. I like 68.47, 68.46 as a downside. We could come all the way up to 69.81. It's 69.97. Could be an upside. And gold, let's look at gold again. You got a big gap down here. Let's see that be filled. See how we act inside there. Then I'd be looking for something like this. Let's see how we act inside that. No bullishness yet. For us to be bullish, you'd have to get back above this candle here to get bullish back into that range. This is my upside objective for Bitcoin. First one is 108, 690, and then 111, 500. I drew these out here last night, so didn't quite come back and tap it. Should have, I can see it now, why it came back into, there's a little tiny imbalance right here. I should have included the imbalance in with this, and that would have been a perfect hit there. But I don't want to forfeit it after the fact, but that's where I went wrong there. There's a little imbalance. If I stretch this out, you'll see it sitting right there. See that? Little imbalance. So this should have been pulled right to there. Somebody came down, clipped it. That's where I went wrong. Charting problem. Not a theory problem or a algorithmic problem. It was just my setup. My picture or my box was not set properly. So that's your next objective for Bitcoin. We've run this high out that we called for yesterday. That's taken now. We're still got this upside objective here we're still reaching for. And once we get that, we'll start looking for another objective a little higher. We're calling for Mosaic to go down today, yesterday, and it has. So I'm looking for somewhere around 25.60. From 25.68 down to 25.55. And we're already opening at 25.80, so we're dropping down lower still. And we're looking for a run on these lows again as a potential. Still want to see Walgreens to get above here to go higher. If not, we could just get a run back up into this little gap and then run back down to this imbalance down here before making a move somewhere. Silver, looking for silver to break through these lows. Got relative equal lows below you here. I don't know why it's dressed up looking like a freaking candy cane there. So we want to sit close below this first on the hourly basis, and then start making a run on these lows. And then what do we got for banks? Still looking to see if this TD gets down into, retraces more into this SIBI here. Royal Bank, they pop back up into that imbalance. So today I want to see this just roll over, keep coming back into this imbalance down here. So 17623 to 17581. Same with this Nova Scotia. I'd like to see that start to get back down to the lower half of this gap again and see how we act in there. Whether or not it finds support and goes higher, or whether or not we start to eat through this mean threshold and start running away. We're still a little lower. It seems this little gap is an important level for banks. And if we can get through it, some banks haven't got through it yet, others have. You see what I'm saying? This one hasn't really formed one except for here. So Royal Bank hasn't, and Bank of Montreal hasn't, and Laurentian hasn't just yet. So we'll see. It's important banks there. What else we got here? Archer. Mean threshold of this candle. Look at that. You would have made like 30% return on your money up to here. Just over 3 days. Beautiful. So if this holds now and we reverse back down, you want to see this level here hold. If it drops back down into this volume imbalance below us again, I want to see the top half of it provide support before going higher. And see if this holds. We're really going to get above this level here. We close above here. I like that idea to start pushing a little higher. But the fact that we're getting a reaction off the mean threshold tells me we might probably come back into this levels. Candles 829. See what kind of response we get there. And then how's our Japanese yen looking for the next short-term downside is here. Got to get above here for me to start getting a little more hopeful for an upside run. Let's look over here. Get above this candle here at 2265 on a close. Then we're looking for a higher run back up into 95 to 114. If this remains open now, and we create a fair value gap in here, a busy, I like to see that close up near the high here of today. And if we keep running through London's high, then we're looking for yesterday's high. And then this is a future objective we're looking for. Okay. Let's say good morning to some people. Good morning, good morning. Pots and pans. These guys, I swear to God, these guys have been doing, they must have bought a huge advertising package. Selling pots and pans. Every time I turn this thing on, it's someone selling cookware. "24 people this morning. Good morning, good morning." Who we got in the house this morning? Hadi, good morning. Derek, good morning. Brief morning for you, D. Yes, I'll be here till I'll go till 10 o'clock again. Flight doesn't leave this afternoon till 4 o'clock, so I got the usual time I can be here. Good morning, Russell, Craig, RS, Campione, Simo, Polyjuice, welcome, welcome. I was about to take a long on NQ, but I didn't like it. That's all right. Wait for your setup, man. Wait for your setup. It's got to be right. Morning, JP. Craig. Silver, please. Yeah, I'm looking at these equal lows below you here. If we break below here on a close, otherwise look for retracement back up into 2779 to 2790, somewhere around there. And if you can get above this candle and this candle, then you've got a break in structure. You're looking for a run back higher, but it feels heavy for me. I'd like to see this candle holds price when we retrace back to it. $27.32 stop run. What'd you say it was? 27.32? Yeah. You can get that, do a nice little silver buy. $27.22. That would be my next downside objective for that. RIVN is a name I like to short on rallies. RIVN. Is this another one you want me to look at? RIVN. Riven Automotive. Oh my goodness. This would have been fun to short or long. Look at that reversal. How beautiful is that? 50% return on your money since beginning of the month. 50% return in less than a month. 2 weeks. Sheesh. Interesting. Good morning, Paulette. How are you this morning, my dear? I hope you're doing well. Hope your family's doing well. Russell, where are you going? Where am I going? Oh, I'm going back to Manitoba. I'm going to the heart of coldness, my friends. It is very cold there. We used to call it Winterpeg. It's a very cold city. It was minus 29 the other day. I haven't checked the temperature today. They promised they'd warm it up for me before I got there. What? It's minus 16 here right now. Oh, It's minus 12 in Winnipeg, so it's actually warmer there than it is here. So bring it on. I'm all right with that. EV maker ribbon. Need bigger picture like daily or hourly. Oh, for the ribbon one, you mean? That's hourly already. And the daily. Wow, they got some serious pricing there, hey? Here's my upside, I think I'm looking for. You're already through this first one. We're into the close of this one already. So if you start getting a roll over here on the hourly level, you'll know you peaked for a little bit, maybe back into this consolidation before running higher. You'd have to look at the hourly, keep your eye on the hourly level. I don't want to lose 50. You don't want to lose 15.15. Otherwise, you come deeper into this range. 15.08, your line in the sand. And if you close below that, then we're looking for a run. Look for 50% of the run into that range. And that'll put you just below this low. Keeps this fair value gap open and then pushing higher. What does this look like? Brings you right back into this candle's high. I'd mark all those down as objectives. If you lose your, you want a discount if you're going to buy this long. And it looks like it's already at a pretty big premium on the daily level. Like you're above this level here. You found support at that. That's what I like. You traded above it. You come back inside it. Found support. You're pushing higher. And we're looking for the premium raise up here. So that's another $1 or so. We're good. Thank you. Excellent. Glad to hear it, Paulette. Russell. Cool. I hope you are all well also. Yes, we are doing good. We're looking for a typical Christmas adventure now. Next year's going to be a lot of traveling. I've got those computer screens. Oh, I'm going to be doing my show on the road, so we'll see what that's going to be. How to get those screens working. I bought them a long time ago, but I haven't been able to get them to work. And then I finally found the instructions. As you know, Paulette, like typical men, we don't read instructions. We figure, I know this. I'll figure this out. So I could not get it to power up. And then found out that I have to take extra cables that you use for USB-C, and you have to plug them in. Doesn't matter about your monitor you're connecting to. You also have to connect it to power as well, but it doesn't give you a power plug. Kind of threw me off there. So anyway, hopefully get it working. My brother's a techie guy anyway, so when I go back and see him today, I'll get him to get it to work. So there'll be lots of traveling next year, so you'll get a lot of on the road stuff. Loses $1 billion a quarter, negative gross margin. Ooh, so they're not doing well, is what you're saying. They're not doing well at all. Okay, well, if you're inside this range then, and that's your peak, look for a reversal here. If you're expecting them to poop the bed, so to speak, my downside objective would be here. That box. So if you get a rollover here and you don't like the company, if you take out the mean threshold of this candle here on a close, and you take, if we get like this is what I would like to see. I'm going to give you an idea of what I like to see in this, Craig. You kind of keep track of this for me and let me know if it works out. If we see this come down to here, then go to here, come back to here, then go to there, and then tap this, come up to here, and then, not that it would come like a straight line like that, but I'd like to see it kind of working its way up here like this. Peek out in here, may run up to here, and then you want to see it not take out that high, just get back into this imbalance here perhaps, and then start dropping back down. So you want to see a reversal. So this reversal here, you want to see if it drops down below this candle here on a close. So you want to see it close down like this, come back into anywhere inside this level, and then start working its way down here. So you want to use these candles here for, you want to see that fair value gap forming in here, trade below it, see a first little break in structure all the way down to here. And then as soon as that's taken on the downside, you're running back into here. And if you take out these equal lows, we're running back into this imbalance over here. That's what I'd be looking for. Yeah, if it's not a solid company you'd want to invest in, so something to look at. And then what else we got? We're looking at global recession going on into 2025. Hundreds of thousands of jobs lost across all sectors over the last year or so. I was thinking about shorting after the run on 18 swing high. Yeah, that would be a fun place to short it. Back up in here. Wait for the first reversal, then short it. Would be my idea. Not giving you advice, but if you like the idea of shorting, look at this area and wait for first reversal. The first reversal confirmation, if you want to short it from there, and put your stop loss right above that the high that's created in here. Ideally, you don't want to see this box get taken. And if it does, it's just a wick into this and snap down. You do not want to see a body get above that level. No worries, Craig. Good morning, Anomalous. Kevin has what? VW money. Is that VW money? Don't be so bearish on that, nor bullish. But again, VQ money helps, plus that Georgia plant coming up. Well, like you say, right now you're bullish because we found support off this level. So upside objectives are here. If they run through them and you clear this little fair value gap here, this little, not really fair value gap, it's more of a volume imbalance. You have weak sell side, weak buy side. So there's a volume bounce there. You want to see that break through there. But for me, if we get support above here, then they should give way and we should go higher. But if you're not super excited about the company, if you break through this high, I'd be looking for here, all the way up into here. It's a big box of price action to reach for. So two different scenarios, but one, you have to have they have to stay below that level for you to go bearish, and you have to break through here. So if you're trading back into this range, you can short it into here for an accumulation and then redistribution higher. Good morning, Mags. Waiting for 7:30. Probably going to be a run on these lows here. Let's see if the mean threshold gives way. Gino, good morning. Where do you think of gold is going? Why don't you use March contract? I think we're over in the March contract now, I think. I know what's that? NQ. Isn't it H? Down. NQ. I think some of the other brokerages are switching over to March already. So let's go to March. We're going for gold. That was where my objective was for gold, and we've hit that one right now. So I'm flat on gold for a bit. I'll have to wait for it to some market structure break there, Gino. That was my downside objective. Was calling for gold, and we've hit it. So How we act inside here is important now. I'd have to see a market structure break, get above here to run back into that range again. Looking at this reversal here as a potential. I'd like to see this low get taken first and then create a fair value gap in here for a reversal. These two candles would become important to me then. But until then, I'm flat on the gold. I'd like to see this take out this original consolidation all the way through for your market maker sell model to finish up. And then look for a reversal for a new buy profile. Volume roll today, more on March today. Good morning, Abs. Morning, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Look for that run down into look for that run down into 206. Look for yesterday's initial presentation. See if we get a reaction off of that. You get a retrace back into these equal lows first before going lower. Like that. See it push down into this 186. It's a little further. It's a little more through this one. 206. Let's look down here. Is everybody all set for Christmas? Are we trading in a 5-minute chart today? Oh yeah. Let's go to a 1-minute chart. So Hadid, did you catch your reversal here? Reverse, trade below that level right there. Pop into it really tight for a short. If you wanted to wait for this level to get broken on the downside, it get broken, come back into it. Now you want to see it trade lower. So Monday's 1-minute fair value gap is our target. Santa came a little early and we got 2 little Russian blue kittens. Ooh. Are you on our Telegram channel, Fiddlesticks? If you are, I'd like to see a picture. That'd be cute. I'd like to see what a Russian blue cat looks like. It's probably not blue, obviously, but you know, it'd be nice to see what that species looks like. Russian blues are beautiful cats. Love their blue eyes. Typically, we switch to March from December when we see open interest in March to be greater than December. That should come in the next day or two. Those were Michael's instructions when he discussed it. Yeah, everybody seems to be switching over to that. I think the Top Step switched over. Somebody had mentioned Top Step has changed all theirs over to that. Well, I'm going to trade that for now. We'll see. See that just clear that 50%, start retracing now. If not, we got this one. So that hits right on 50. And this one hasn't quite put us there yet. And 50 puts us right on this old low here again. Like right there. And this is a 42 candle. So I'd expect to see a swing point there. Not 42, 45. Well, we're not getting down there in a hurry. There's the first presentation. Looking on a 15-second chart, you can see that reversal here. Trade back into it here. Order block. These clustered here. Traded above them. Going higher. Right up into the premium array. So we'll see if we act through here. We run through this for the 10 o'clock, takes the high. You got lots of equal highs above you here. Looking for, we just ran back down into this imbalance right here, this little reversal. Tap it. You want to see these run above those highs now? Inside that range. I'm just gonna watch till 10 o'clock. I'd like to see us keeping support at this candle here. Or not. So look at this last big up candle on the 15-second chart. That's the one you want to hold on. If you lose more than 50% of that, then I start to lose my love for this. You got 22,294. Back to the close. Consequent encroachment. Well, this is when you want to see it accelerate through here. You don't want to see this waffling around in here stuff. Keep climbing. Your 950 macro. Eyes taken, reverse. So you're between here and here now. To losing my love for long inside this range here. %62 puts us in a mean threshold of that candle. Initial presentation gaps, holding price. We're going to get through this mean threshold here now. That's the upside objective you want to see close above 347. Morning, Zach. Client get above there. Seven seconds. When it get right there, it's stuck on it right now. Come on, pop above it. There you go. Leave this open. Keep pushing higher. right there. 337. Now you want to see that go higher. I don't see that fill in there. Ugh. All right. Come back to the top of the initial presentation then. And we'll see if it wants to go higher from here. Smooth tops need to be jagged. That goes all the way back through here. Look at all this lot here. And inside this larger range, we've got this objective here at 230 or 391. You have 375, 391, and then you've got this upside here. No bodies above there. See that? Literally froze on it. Did not get a close above it. Wicked up there, then slammed back against you. Right through here. Through that level. Now you're looking at these lows. Here's your 10 o'clock. You're going to want to come back and get those unless they drive all the way through to that 2206. 206 below you here. Get that right there in that premium array. Filled it perfectly. Created a new one. Came back up inside. Did not trade a body through it. A little bit of wick. And then slammed down against you. A 15-second chart. You'll see the reverse here. Trade back up inside it. Trade lower. Trade back through here. Reverse. Trade below it. Trade back into it. Take out the low. Take out the low. You don't even get a chance to get in on this one. Look at these two. A body trades below them. Wick back up into them. Continue running for this low. Now you want to see if it rolls over here and start coming back lower. I'd be just above that candle's high, or this candle's civvy. If you could take out this candle on the high and take out that right there on a close, you pay for new information to come back into this range. Like that. Shouldn't close above there. So now you're above this one. Look for support off of here, back into this range. Look for the premium array up here. We finally hit that, that's a 15-minute one. We're still looking for down here. See how we've eaten right through it again? You get beat up in this. Get back up into this candle here. Traded through that level. Now you want to see this low get taken. Did we get a return into this first? Yep. So now you want to see this hold and take that low. I'd like to see the rest of this stay open. And then back to, again, wherever the high is on that candle. 184. More interesting. So take out a low. You're back inside this again. We close above that, which you're already moving above it. You're looking back into this range again now. You're looking for these relative equal highs above you. We can get them on top of this candle, find support at this. I'm going to eat through that level here at 240 or 343 on a close. This is wicks above here. You've got little gaps all the way down here. $298 over here. All the way down to 293. 293. There's 293. Let's see if that starts to lift off from here now. Which will put you right inside the premium Moreno. Watching paint dry, innit? Let's go have a look at some of the other asset classes, see what's going on over there. Looking for this low to get taken. We're calling for the lows to get taken, like we saw here. Taking out these two yesterday. We're looking for the same thing on the downside today, taking out that low. And potentially these slow as well. Looking for this to fill in. Looking for that consequent encroachment here again. 1339. Wheat is right inside here, so we're looking for them to take out these lows here and see if we can dig deeper into this box. Use the bottom half of it now. Start to go lower. Soybeans finally reaching for their lows. We've been waiting for this for weeks now for them to run these lows out. Sugar's finally ran its lows out here now. At the bottom of that fair value gap. I want to see it find support here and start working its way down. And back into here. We have this marked for a reason. We have a look at this on a larger. That's my next downside objective in sugar. Coffee's just giving us a bounce around inside here. Consolidation. We're back inside that consolidation, 50% of it. We wanted to see this open today and start running higher. And it just so far sat flat, ran high a little bit, hit this candle's open, and then we're just sitting here right now. So it's got to eat through the mean threshold, through that look here point, and close above that today. And I want to see this stay open. If it does come down to fill it, I want to see no more than 189050. Lean hogs got nothing for that one. Looking for 6, I think I mentioned 68.49. See a react of 68.49. Gold still kind of sitting. We'll see how we act inside here. We hit the upside objective on Bitcoin I was looking for. There's the 608.69. Nice. Mosaic, looking for that 25.64 to 25.55. We're at 29.59, so we're right in the middle of that. That's the downside objective I had for Mosaic today. So far it's hit it. So if we run through that 25.55 level on a close, look for these lows to get taken for an extension of the range. We want to see it run. We said we want the Walgreens to run back into this level. It has. Or it hasn't yet, but that's where it's headed. Look for this first one here, and then this one. So drop down. We're okay for a drop down in this, and then a little pump back up. So we'll see if we get this kind of a appearance going on here. So here's your first down candle. Look for a run back into this old high here. 1494. So right where that little line is there. So you want to see that hit there. And above, come back, use this one as support. And keep pushing higher. We're just doing one candle at a time on a daily basis. TD getting a kick up. Bank of Nova Scotia's gap down. Right to the top of the level we were talking about. Now I want to see if it holds here or whether or not we kick out of there. So if that rolls over and keeps coming down the mean threshold, as soon as we leave that, then we're looking for the wick for a downside. Archer. Find support off that candle. That's good. Find support here. You want to see this just start running now. I'd love to see that just start ripping it right out of here. If that takes that high out, man, you get another price leg higher. You get a $14, $15 stock there. Yen still sitting flat. So far, most of what we've talked about is panning out. Had to buy silver at 27.49. You bought silver at 27.49. Right, the rejection block. Nice place. Hold high. Well, you're up 20 cents. You're up 1%. Well, you're almost up 1%. I don't believe in this volume stuff. Be careful, Craig. That could roll over and come down on you. You've already dropped below this level. And now you're trading back into it. So if you are, your choice, really. I'd be careful on that one. One minute chart. Looking for 22, 26, 226. I like that we went through that initial presentation, came back into it, and then went short, aiming for this downside objective here, which is basically the high of this candle here of Friday's high. Has anybody else got a stock or something you want me to have a look at? Something of interest? So that is a rejection block on silver. Thanks. CMP. CMP, he says. So we're still looking for this to bottom out at 22, 25, 54, 55 here. I want to see that, and then we'll see how we act inside that last down close box, because if we go through that, we're looking for 25.45. What you were asking for, Derek? CMP. Compass Materials. Is that what it is? Is this the one you're looking for? Chipotle. Are you sure it's CMP? Or CHP? Sorry, my bad. Oh, you did put CMP. Okay. I don't see a Chipotle in here. Chipotle. CMG. Holy smokes. Okay. Are you sure you've got the right letters this time? No, I'm just going to type in Chipotle. How's that? CMG. This Mexican grill. Nice. This is a nice little pop through here. Return back into the consolidation for a Cam 1 model run. And now we're trading through this. Right back into this. I'd like to see that roll over now and keep coming lower. The fact that we've traded through this level on a start, run back into this candle here. I'd like to see that roll over and come back down now. I'd like to see those lows get taken, Derek. Look, I'd like to see a displacement candle down here now. Now they've got a wick up to here. Displace that down, take out these lows, and see if we can't use this fair value gap here as support to continue going lower. Which is what I'm looking at here. When the body closes below it or opens below it, then trades back up inside this and inside this little candle right here, which is a mitigation block really. You could run one more time to 64.63. This imbalance right here and that order block there. I'd want to see that go lower. Is that what you're looking at, Derek? We bought it at 55 in the summer. Ooh, good for you. I hope you been able to scale out some profits there. That's a good one. You love these lows, hey? Like November, you can see this around that $57 mark. You see how we've taken out all these lows? You got this little reverse happening. Body trades above it. You trade all the way back inside it for a perfect entry. You could have bought that more at 58 bucks and then went on a huge tear. And you're just running for here, your first objective, which was right there. And if you wait, and if you trade through it and you gapped up above it, then you're expecting the range to extend. It does. You get a small reversal here, trade back into the order block, run back down into 50% of this range. Like if you take this range here, take 50% of it first. There's 70%. There's 50% there. 50% there. And you don't think you quite get 50% there. So you look for the one that actually displaces from the initial consolidation. So right off 50%, continue going higher. It's interesting. That's a good call, a good little money maker there. Derek, congratulations, man. Good work. So we're looking at maybe buying some more as it drifts lower. Well, as long as you're taking some profits out before it rolls over here. It's a shame to miss unrealized profits here when you see a reversal happening. And you look for a continuation. And as soon as you get through the discount around a close, you expect to see that roll over and come down lower and extend this range, right? And then if it extends that range, then you're looking for a deeper retracement. And you got a big gap sitting below you here. So you don't want to throw away almost $6 of profits there. But that's you, whatever. You be you, as Gary would say. Still looking for this Walgreens to get down into this level here. Right back into these 3 candles. Now again, I'm not going to get excited about this. Do you see something really pop up above these candles? Otherwise, I'd expect to see like 44.67 and then continue coming down into 43.817. It's a long-term investment. I don't trade it. Ah, I see. Cool. Well, long-term, it could be a great little money maker. Does it pay dividends? I didn't see if it paid dividends or not. No divvies. Anybody else got another one? While we're waiting for this level to get hit. Can you take a look at XLE? This one here. Is that correct, Joey Sixpack? So let's just review we'll just start this whole buy profile and sell profile so you can see why, where you get your swing. So you got a big displacement candle down here, return, take out an old low. You have to stretch this out to see an imbalance right here. From there to there, you've got an imbalance. I guess from here to here, got an imbalance. Trade back up, you're inside that imbalance right there. Stop loss will be sitting here. You run up, take out the highs, pay yourself there. A measure of retracement back into 50% of the range. Cleans out the highs again, relative equal highs. For yourself, premium array. That's the next range you're inside, right? So that's the premium array. Hits that premium array and comes all the way back down to that discount array again. See that? Bing, hits it, reacts off of it again, drives all the way through. We want to see if this range extends. Trades above it, perfect. Trades back inside it, right here. Bodies respect it, and then kaboom, we trade through it. We're expecting the range to extend the moment we closed above that open. Closed above it, trades back into it, it's acceptable, and then gaps up higher. And you were catching a big monster run from almost a precise entry point. Reversal. Again, this is not just hindsight. It is exactly what we show you every morning, right? So you've got your reversal here and here and here. So you watch displace down. Do you get an opportunity to trade back? Oh, there's nothing here yet until this candle forms. It rips through that one as well. So when you get 1, 2, 3 levels passing through, you trade the last one, trades back into it, extends the range, drops below it, just comes back into a small portion of this order block, because now that you've traded below that level, you want to see it trade back into it. It does. You have another reversal after taking these highs out. You trade below it. You come back all the way up inside it. There's a little slight candle going above it, but you're retapping this breaker here, dropping down below, come back up inside order block, or this old low if you want to look at the old low. Big huge gaps down back into, again, if you can't catch this one and it takes out that one, that's the one you're interested in. Comes back into it, gives you an opportunity to catch it here. Order block, trades below it, comes back inside it, trades through it, wait for a body to get through here, trades back inside that big monster and inside this gap, trades back through into this candle's low. It just keeps coming. So we're now looking at downside objective. My downside objective would be somewhere in here. I take it to there. That's what I expect that to reach for 85 to 83.75. And watch how it acts inside there. Nifty. Nifty 50. Nifty. And Nifty index. This is beautiful. Look at that. You literally gapped below that swing right there. You trade back into it for an opportunity to get short. Look at that massive short. Takes out lows, 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 lows. We've got no major reversal here. You do not get a body above that SIBI. Reverse here once that high is taken, trade back into it, extend that little range, gap up above it, mean threshold holds, you trade below the gap, trade back into the gap, go short, trade back into the order block that supports the gap, go short. Here's an interesting one. We've traded above that level. So if you're getting long, it's right here. There's a little gap right there. Let me make this bigger. Where was I? Oh, right here. You've got a little reverse here. Is that where I was? Oh, right here. That's where I was. You got a reverse here. You gapped up above it. You came back, found support at it, aiming for this old high. You take that high out because there's no imbalance over in here that you're aiming for other than these fair value gaps. Takes out that high, look for a reversal, trades below it. You're back into 50% of that range or more. So you wait until you get a premium for a discount. You have a premium again, you take out that high there, reverse. It runs through 1, 2. What did I tell you about running through this, the second last one or the last one? You trade back into the last one, not the high one. Go short, comes back into it one more time, extend the range. Reversal, trades through it, comes back into it, beautiful for continuation, takes out an old high. You have not got through there on a close. See that? Right back to it, but did not, we wicked below it, but we did not close below it. So you hold there, wait for this candle to get taken to the upside. It does right there, comes back, doesn't quite give you a tap in here. Wait for that candle to get taken. It does, trades back into it for long. Take that old high. You have no reversal here yet. You got an old low here, continuation, takes out that high. Finally takes out this candle right here on a close. You know this range is going to extend right there. Pops into it, gives you an opportunity to get short. Take out that low, watch for a reverse here, trades back above it right there, trades back into it perfectly there, extends this range longer. You get a small reversal here, trades below it, you don't get a chance to get in on it. Second one, you get in on the second one for a short here. You're through this level here, come back, tap it. I'm expecting this to come lower. Just based on what we just been reviewing, Suresh, I'm expecting that to come lower. Mean threshold has already been worked once, and you're working it. You're not snapping off of that right now. You could come all the way back up inside this candle's from here to here. You could trade all the way back up into that, which is 50% of that range or more, and then reverse and come back down. I still expect to see this come back down lower. With the next downside objective, 24,127. So I'm looking for that. I look for XLE to bottom along with crude oil. XLE I've got down here. That's the box. NQ isn't moving anywhere yet. It's a 1 minute chart. Solid. Yeah, there's nothing. We'd have to support right here. Get a body above it here. Support right there. Yeah, okay. And you've already hit the premium right at 298. So you got to close above 298 on the close. And get above these two candles. Start reaching for that objective up there again. So I'm not super pumped that that's going in the other direction just yet. Yeah, don't be a doomsday predictor, Joey. You don't know it's going to hit 50 bucks. Everybody says, I love when I hear people say, it's going here, it's going there. We don't know that for sure. You got good swing projections and you got a good solid basis, a narrative to support that. It could go anywhere. It could. Who would have thought it would have gone into the negative number back in 2019 or whatever it was, 2020? Who would have thought oil would have been in the negative? So just stay in whatever time frame you're in. and predict it from the time frame you're in based on logic, technical analysis. Don't speculate on oil going anywhere until you've got pure proof that I think it's going here based on this narrative. And if the narrative continues to work itself out, you can continue to predict that. And you got to be quick to change your mind on it and don't marry an idea. That's just my advice to you there, Joey. Is this the second leg down for NQ? Oof, if it is, it's a broken leg. It's a busted up, twisted ankle. That's what that is. This little reversal here this morning was the only cleanest entry right there off that order block for a short. And then all of a sudden, it just, this whole threw you off back into that candle's low, into this imbalance. We'll see it roll over and come back. I can see this imbalance right here supporting price, and I can see these two candles here supporting price. These two down close candles. If that rolls over now, comes back down. If not, we've got consolidation, displacement, back to consolidation. You want to see it climb up above here, get above that. What do we say it was? 290. On a 1 minute chart, it needs to get above 298 or something on the close. Then I'll look for an extension on this range, and then look for this that line above you there. Hello, Hans. How are you doing? Right at 298. See that? Opened on it, tapped it. Mean threshold 304. Those key levels, I tell you, they're important. They're important PDAs. Got to get a body above them. Can I do ES for you? Yes, I certainly can, Paulette. All right, let's start from 6 o'clock. If we get a break below here, so anytime you get a run up at 6, look for, see these relative equal lows like Michael talks about. You want to see them get breaking. Smooth edges become jagged. Smooth edges become jagged. So look for a return back into this level. So you see how there's a fair value gap here with this imbalance. Literally closes or opens on it. And then you're looking for 50% of that range is what you get here. Reverse. You don't get an opportunity to get back in on that candle. See how we displace through this one, and you're already into an extreme discount from here. So for me, I'd rather see that get broken to the downside before I started going short on that. Just because if you're going to try to catch this little range here, you want to catch it nice and high in the premium level, sell it at a discount. If it extends, you can buy some more to go short or sell some more to go short. So inside that range there, you got 50%. You're back into those two lows. Imbalance here, reversal, takes out these highs, trade below it. Look at that, right on it. This guy drops below that imbalance there. You come right back inside, and you have to include this. Let me make this bigger. Jesus, I'm just squinting my eyes here. Right there, you see how you have to include from that candle's low to this candle's high, or sorry, this candle's close. You have to include all of this. Body trades below it, you come back inside it, short. Reverse, there's an imbalance right here. Body trades above it right here. There's your trade back inside that imbalance. You're long. Pull your fib tool from here to here. Do that fib tool trade I showed you, the 50%, 62%. Keep moving your stop loss up accordingly. Take a portion off. Hadi kills these kind of trades. He's okay to trade to 50% and close his trade out. And move to the sidelines and wait for something new to set up. That's the next macro beginning now. I guess we should get you over to where you want to be. But the same reversals, you just keep looking for these reversals here. Trades through, it hits the reversal, runs down, takes out the low. Reversal, stop losses here. Body trades below it, wait. It's got to take this high out here. Takes the high out here, comes back inside it here. Finally runs up to the premium array right there. Mean threshold. Rejection block, and holds you. You don't get to go above the high. The rejection block gives you, that's it. 50% of that wick is all it holds. You got nothing. You'd have to be looking for, yeah, you'd have to wait for this to get taken on the downside. Literally taken out there, but that's already discount. You're buying a discount to try and get at a more discount price from here off that candle's low. So it's really choppy, Paulette. I can't really give you a solid entry right there. You got this little imbalance here. It's on a busy side, not a sibby, so that's your entry long, or maybe up here. I don't even like the way this is shaping up, but I'd be looking for somewhere around here. Obviously, this mean threshold has to give way first, which lines up with this little imbalance right here. If that just runs up to here, rolls over and comes back down again, it's got to get through this candle to start running for there. And you're already paying for a premium just to get a little bit more premium maybe. And if you can get through this candle, my thoughts are up here, and then I will see these equal highs. It just feels heavy to me. It doesn't feel like it's got a lot of oomph to get up there. So sorry, I can't give you anything solid there. It's not a very it's not acting really crisp and clean in its entries. 551. So mean threshold of this candle should bring you back into a 15-minute imbalance. This little consolidation here. Trade back up into the bodies at 51, 52, which would put you right in the mean threshold of this candle for continuation on the downside. Oh, you're at 50 already. So 51's only one more handle above you. You're welcome. So I couldn't give you much there, Paulette. Yeah, the day before FOMC is pretty choppy. Back inside this range again. So we wanted to see a body get above here. It went above, came all the way back inside those two candles. Ran them out again, came back all the way to the top of it this time. And now you're looking for a further run. So look for this line above us here. See if you hit that. Didn't get much sleep last night. Every time I wake up in the middle of the night, my wife's reading a book. Holy smokes. Reads and reads and reads. Ferocious eater, voracious. She reads like crazy. She went to the library, picked up this book, and she had a few days to get it read because she had been sitting on it for a while. And she powered through this book, like this huge book. I was like, how'd you get through that? About some serial killer. That's nice, easy reading. She goes, it's very hard reading about serial killers. Somebody suggested the book, so she read it. And then now she's reading about love and Christmas, some love romance for Christmas. She goes, I like this book better. So looking for this high to get taken and look for this initial presentation to get hit one more time. And I want to see how we drill through here. And if we can reach up into this candle here, this line right here. I'll put the box in there for you. Sorry I couldn't give you much excitement today. It's kind of a choppy day, but I did give you some good calls on some of these other trades. They're all hitting the objectives. Almost hit the objective we're looking for here. Hit it here. And finally see soybeans get through those lows. I'm calling that for a while. Cocoa, look at you going higher. This guy's still flat. Looking for lean piggies to get to this level. We want to see this come back, find support at this level. Now I want to see that either drop lower. Now that we're back into this consolidation, you should see a reaction. We could see a reaction all the way up to here. We'll see if we get up to there. Let's see a portion of that stay open. And oof, look at that downside objective in crude oil, just shy of it. I am 1 penny shy of my objective. Let's see if we hit that today. We hit this guy in gold today. We hit this guy in Bitcoin today. And looky. I gave you from there to there. Given that box I didn't have my box set perfectly this morning. But that's the run to that objective. You hit it. Look at that kick off of there. What a beautiful trade that would have been. We've taken out the high. We're still looking for this upside objective here. We've been following this since we got you in on this trade for back in October. We've been running this up. So it's been hitting the objectives we've been looking for quite nicely. XLE, that's where I got downside in XLE. We finally hit that objective we're looking for in Walgreens. I gave you that this morning. And look at there. There you go. We hit it. I've been nailing some trades this morning. I've been giving you some killer trades. Look at that, right to that little low, which is that high right there. We go tippy tappy. Now I like to see that climb back up. So we've accomplished this part of my little drawing. Now you want to see it start coming back up into here. Nice. TD's doing better than I thought. I thought that would continue to roll over. Back into that imbalance is okay for me though. I'd like to see this keep coming lower. Bank of Nova Scotia, hit that objective, and it's just flat right now. Laurentian Bank suddenly dropped. That's the downside. Support and go down. I'm expecting these to keep coming down. Royal Bank's the only one holding on to that little gap there now. Royal Bank's the only one holding out that hasn't broken through it yet. Archer, look at that, Mr. Archer. You would have bought that when we were talking about it down here at 690. Anywhere inside that box. I gave my buddy this. He asked me about this. I gave it to him. Gave him that level at 675 to 729 as a buy. That's $2. $2 on a 70 cents, so 140. That's almost 30% return on your money right there. That makes 207 or 907. Or 910. That will be 30% return in 4 days. That's still doing nothing. Silver. $27.49 you got it at, so $27.70. That's not bad. A couple of percent for the day. That is a book you don't want your wife reading. Yeah, I know. She's a super positive woman too, so that kind of stuff bothers her. So she dropped the book and went, well, since she's finished with it, now she went straight into a Happy Christmas falling in love book. You can tell she's got this big smile on her face when she reads it, so it's more in line with her chemistry, more in line with her energy, for sure. But she's one of those teachers, one of those people that doesn't want to shoot a book down just because it doesn't appeal to her beliefs or doesn't appeal to things she likes. She's willing to give a book a chance. She goes, it was very well written, but really disturbing. $10.45 new the NASDAQ breaker. Yeah, I do like that to hold price right now. Start going higher. We wanted this one to hold price. It did, went higher. Want that one to hold price now. And you don't want it to get below these lows here. You want to see those hold price. You can come all the way back from the 2278. 298. Remember we talked about getting above 298. Come back to 298. Would be okay. Tap it and keep pushing higher. But as a shareholder, I would like you to eat Chipotle. More Chipotle. ES hit right on the box. That's the upside box. See how if we eat through the mean threshold here, eat through it, how they use it to go higher. So if we eat through this box, then relative equal highs above us. Look at these wicks just creating all this cheddar down here. So you could get a run up to 6055, then 66. Chipotle has gone down. They give less portions now. It's because it's a hot commodity. People just love Chipotle, and they're willing to pay a premium for it. Tesla. What's Tesla? TSLA? Boom! When we were calling Tesla over here. We wanted it to go higher. It found support here, went higher. Look at that. Man, if you would have got Tesla when we were talking about it over here back in November, we were calling Tesla to go higher. Look at that. That's over $100 more. Cheaper from there. That's already gone up 30% since we talked about that in November. Egads. I trade commodities until I can figure out how to trade ES and NQ. It's exactly the same setup, Craig. Don't matter about commodities or anything like that. It's all exactly the same setups. Same algorithm driving them all. Joey Sixpack, we are addressing this issue with our management. Expect notice changes quickly. I can see Derek in a meeting. You know what? Our fellow subscribers are noticing a serious drop in the portion sizes of our Chipotle. I think we should be increasing the proportions of our Chipotle distribution. So I vote that we increase the plastic dish size, says Derek. Now my question is it rolling off that level? Yes. So watch here now, Paulette. Watch to see if this closes below here. Woof! It says, no, I ain't done going up there yet. You want to see it close below there. Didn't. Okay, so this must have had a nice kick off of here too then. So looking for this upside here. That's this one filled. Right up into this little fella right here is the last little one. Right, 659, 2659.25. And then you're obviously running the highs out. Now, if you can come back and give this a tap before you take out those highs, then those highs is what you're gunning for. Still waiting for this candle to provide support now, right there. You want to see that start climbing higher. And away we go. Hans, Darren, do you have time to look at Vestas? The code is VWS. Yes, sir. I can certainly do that for you. Come on, hit it. Give it a kiss. Come on. Take me to the prom. No, not running here. This might run you out here, Paulette, before you get a chance to get back in on that. Mind you, you're paying a premium for it just to run for a little bit more premium. So I would wait for it to take these highs and see if there's a reversal in here that you can get back down to a discount already down here somewhere. Sorry, let me get to what were you looking for there? VWS. That's the systems. Ooh, ouch. Equal lows. They're taken. Eesh, they're taken hard. What's their weekly outlook look like? Consolidation. Consolidation. This is what we have here. So I don't think this is done bottoming out. Right now you're inside this one. Then I want to see, this is the weekly we're looking at here, my friend. Oops. Right there. Those are my next two downside objectives. And if we take that one, we're obviously going to extend these ranges lower and extend, take the lows here. Then if it starts to go lower, you're in trouble. Unless you're shorting the shit out of this, which is, I'm really happy for you if you're catching a short off of that. You can see highs taken, reversal, trade back into the reversal 1, 2, 3 times. You trade back into a perfect delivery right there. That had zero to do with a meeting, a boardroom meeting, or anything. That literally hit that objective on the low in this gap right there with perfection at 206 for short. Back inside this range. Pull 50%, 62%, and the moment you get through this candle's mean threshold, you know you're going lower. You traded below it, come back inside, didn't even hit the mean threshold, wait for that low to get taken. It does right there on a body. It comes back into it for a continuation on a short, and you're presently down here where you're sitting right now. Does that make sense to you, Hans? So what you're looking for here now, Hans, this is the weekly. So what you're looking for is a daily and a 4-hour, if you want precision, all the way down to a 1-hour reversal. But right now, all I can see is we have a continuation. We took out some little highs here. We have a reverse, traded right through this imbalance and that candle on the low. You came back inside the mean threshold of that candle, and we continue pushing lower. So I'm still heavy in this VWS. Well, that's this wind systems. And I don't see any reversal just yet. For a long time. Good. If it does give you a nice reversal, you want to see a break in structure with a nice clean reversal. That's what I'm looking for. Chewy's is good too. Is that another Chewy's? Or is that just the name of a... No. Okay, any other? Finally, we broke through that objective. Pop, pop, pop. We came back through, found support. I expect to see this extend the range a bit now, take out these equal highs. We can get a retracement all the way down into these candles here first before going higher. So don't write that off. I like the fact that wicks are holding here and the bodies are above the consequent encroachment. I like that. Just tells me you've got a little more strength in this puppy. And we're inside that little imbalance here and that guy right there. So far, I like. Push higher. Anybody got anything else they want me to look at? Cap Nemo, how are you doing? Hi, Darren. Just curious why you never seem to cover RTY. Could you give it a read, please? Why I never cover RTY? What is RTY? I'll tell you why I don't cover it, because I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. RTY. RTY. Oh, the Russell. Because whatever I'm showing you on a NASDAQ, you can find on a Russell. On a Mr. Russell. Here's your reverse. Let's start over here. Let's start way down here. We'll look for an opportunity to get long. So nothing, 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 nothing. Oh, look, there's something here. Traded above it. Come back inside it. You want to go long. Stop loss is sitting here. You're aiming for up here. Hit it. There's your premium array. You hit it. You get a reverse right here. There's a small little imbalance. Trade back through into it. Stop losses here. You're trading back into 50% of this range or this discount array right here. And look at this. Ding! Hits it beautifully right there. And then you look for a reversal. You don't get a reversal on this side until here. Your body trades back through it and creates this little price imbalance here. You trade back inside it and you wait. Finally takes the long. You give a reversal here. Body trades below it. Comes back. You trade above it. So now you wait. You get taken on the downside. It came back through you. And you go, I'm on the wrong side of that. So you wait. Wait. Takes the highs. Now comes back through this level. Comes back through this level. Comes back through that and that. And then finally drops through here and you go, I'm way into the discount range. I'm not going to touch this now because it's not, it just drops out so fast. I couldn't get in on a reversal there. It takes this low. You have an imbalance right here and you have an imbalance right here. Body trades above the imbalance. You don't get a chance to get on it here. You're already back into a premium level, which is this guy here again. You get another reverse here. You trade through it. And you get a body literally here opens, trades into that order block, and you get short back inside here too. That little imbalance I mentioned over here, you hit that reverse, body trades above it. You don't get a chance to get in on that. There's lots of opportunities unless you're absolutely confident that you want to hit these levels, and that's predicting highs and lows. You know what Michael says about predicting highs and lows. You don't get anything here. You wait for a body to trade above here. A body trades, it closes above it here, literally opens on it here and continues the range into the rejection block. You don't want to see anything trade below here, and it does. You want to see this hold price. It does. One tick below there probably would have taken you out, but that's the order block. You want to see a body hold price there. Holds, extends the range. Nothing in here. There's a small little imbalances here. You're back into a discount array here, or discount portion of the range. You got nothing in here. Imbalance, trade back into that imbalance, this mean threshold. Stop loss goes here, running back into this range. You're more than 50% back to that order block. Key off that order block to go higher. You run through that high. Now you want to see this level hold price. If it trades back through it, then you're expecting to run deeper into this range. So it traded through it, came back inside it right there. Wicks do a little bit of damage, back up to that imbalance here, or that gap, and then you continue back into that little area right here. So that's where you're at presently. I'm not a big fan of Russell Index because I don't trade it, but it does the same thing. It's just giving you the exact same setups that you look for in the Russell on a daily level as we look for in NQ. Nothing changed, the same algorithm. Russell small caps. What's that? Give me the ticker if you want me to look at something different. And if you want a different time frame, you got to give me the time frame, you got to give me the asset class. Otherwise, I'll just pick one. And it's usually daily. If you can get through this level right here on a close, look for this candle to provide support and then run back down into these candles down below you here. It's often out of sync with the other indices, so it gives opportunity when others are not. I find it a lot slower, so better for me on volatility. Just picked up 8 points off the bottom of the 4-hour fair value gap. Good for you. If you're catching some action and it's a little slower, not so choppy, then stick with it, Russell. Absolutely stick with it. Yeah, ICT never covers it either, so it's never been a big fan of. Not that it's not a good one to trade. I'm sure it might be. And if you're getting some cash out of it, Cap Nemo, then stick with it, man. It's just definitely not on my radar. Anybody else got another one they want me to look at? This is fun. I like looking at these other ideas that people have. So now we've traded below it, come back into it. Now you're looking for this level to give way. It does. You come back inside it. Now I want to see this discount portion, which is 50%. That candle there, you want to see that mean threshold give way and then start working below this low. If it literally trades back through this again, you wait for a high or a low to get taken. Otherwise, you're going to get beat up in a consolidation. As it approaches. That's hilarious. Can you, during lunch hour, could you check Chipotle again for me? Derek, you've got an awesome sense of humor, my friend. There's the downside. Now, here's the concern about Walgreens. If this level gives way, it should not close below here. Here is a discount array to aim for a long. See how it's starting to close below that? I don't even like the little pop below that low. I want to see that hit it and snap off of it. If you want this to go higher, it's only coming down to a discount array just to rip up higher. That's it. I don't want to see this chippy choppy here. That right there causes concern. So my next level I'm looking for is 953 for Walgreens. And if you lose 953, then look for these old consolidations back here again. This imbalance. What do we say Chipotle was again? What was Chipotle? CW. What was it, Derek? CMG. Chipotle, a Mexican grill. Lunch hour. Let's look for lunch hour. Let's see how this Chipotle acts during lunch hour. Stocks rise like crazy. We're through this level here, back into this level. You got to get above here, Derek, for that to run back up into our premium array again. Otherwise, this is going to come back into this imbalance right here. And I expect to see it roll over and get below this low here now that you're starting to get into it. So anywhere inside this imbalance, this price imbalance here, we have one side delivery and only a little portion of the downside. So there's an imbalance in price delivery here. So I'd like to see that just came back up and tap that one there. I'd like to see that just kind of roll over and go down. Not that I want to see your stock drop for you, but that's in accordance with what I'm looking at here. We've got to get back through this imbalance to find support inside that candle to come back higher. And then you've got to break through 66.22 for that to see these equal highs taken. I know you were just messing with me. I just thought it was funny. A drop means we add more shares. Ooh, this could be another price leg, you folks. This could be another price leg. Do you see this forming here already? Right here? If we run through this high here, this could be a run on all this liquidity. So back into Paulette's. We ran that up, those equal highs out, Paulette. See that reversal right there? Body trades below it, but you don't get an opportunity to get short on that inside this range. You're already past the 50% of that range, and we're already back inside that guy there. Support. Now you want to see it get through here. You want to see it get through. If you want that to go higher, Paulette, you want to see it get through here and start working higher. It is in a discount portion of that range already. So you don't want to see this low get taken again on the downside. I like the fact that we're re-engaging this candle here. Yeah, I don't want to see this candle here. Mean threshold, line in the sand. Tippy tappy, I like that. Start climbing higher. NQ, I want to see NQ start popping up. Nice displacement candle here. Why am I looking at the hourly on the Chipotle? Because it's lunch hour. And Chipotle is a nice light snack. At the hourly. It was a joke. RB, that's all it was. But I'd like to see how that acts anyway on the hourly for Chipotle. I already gave my analysis on the daily. I don't want to see a wick here. I want to see a body. A nice displacement candle. I must say I've been following your 15-second analysis, and it has really helped me for staying in trades and learning ICT concepts. Really appreciate your channel. Cap Nemo, thank you very much. I appreciate your appreciation. I do. Thank you. Are we finally going up to the regular trading hours? Not yet. I'd like to see, yeah, I like this. It's a nice start. It's definitely a nice start. Let's see a reaction off of here and not dig back into too far. I guess we can come back to 337. $339 would be better. It's just stayed there. Still no displacement above here yet. We can rock and roll in here for a while. And we're getting for that 9:30 beginning of lunch hour stuff. Get out of here. Line in the sand. No structure break in oil yet. Hit. Just shy of being hit. Nothing. That was hit yesterday. This is hit again, so return to here. How we act in here now is important. That whole look here to here. This is an important area to look at for lumber. Otherwise, equal lows is my next objective. That was the downside objective. It's hit. I don't want to see gold get any lower than that. Where it's sitting right now is it. Whatever low has occurred in the last 2-3 hours, that's as low as you'd want to see that go. I like the fact we're reacting off this, but not even remotely bullish yet on Dow Jones. Yes, finding support off that level. Nice. You want to see it eat through here now. This will be a nice little Paulette. This would be a nice little price leg for you if we can get above here on the close. This would be your next upside run. I'll be looking for something like this. We will put you a carrot up there, my dear. Found support right inside that. Look at that. Right off that order block. Beautiful. Support. Keep pushing higher. There's your next objective. $22,436. Are we finally going up? Yep. Choppy, yes. Light snack with smaller servings. I should have much firewood with all this chop. Exactly. This kindling, it's making kindling today. So keep your eye on this 436 level. I do like the fact that we had a body close above this high here, and then we came down and just tapped it right there and started going higher. That's exactly what we do every day, and that's a 1 minute chart. You're looking for the same thing on every other asset class. Same thing, rinse and repeat. Like Michael says, once you see it, it becomes boring because that's exactly what you're expecting every time. And if it doesn't give you what you want, you don't trade it. Plain simple. So now if you traded that on a daily candle right off there and caught a 15-second reversal at that time and that high, look for a 15-second reversal. You caught that all day, and then the next day it kept going higher. Then the next day popped up above the previous day's high. These are all objectives you'd be aiming for as daily charts. If you like what we're doing, again, hit the like button. If you're new to our channel, by all means subscribe. We're happy to have you. Those bearskin hoodies are pretty popular too, by the looks of it. 17 likes, that's it. It's a tough crowd today. Tough crowd. I just want to see it hit this objective, and that'll be it for the day for me. And then we'll see you guys tomorrow. If it gets that high. So keep in mind, every time you take out an old high, all these highs back here, my next upside lunge should be 391. 391. You can tell it's getting into Christmas. There's fewer traders on today. I want to get the important ones on. That's the important thing. Look for 391 next. Be right back. Just be right. I'll be right with you. Darren, if you are rested for tomorrow, will you stream again? Yeah, tomorrow I'll be in again for, hopefully I'll be in once I get my screen set up at my brother's. If you can get them things working, then I'll be trying to give you guys a show till the end of the week. And then the 20th, I'm done till the new year. So we have 2 weeks off. So I wish you guys a happy holiday season, and I'll see you in the new year from Friday. That'll be my last day. If there's anything else you guys want me to look at in the next few minutes or so, we're still looking for this upside objective at 436. We hit the 89, 86, so we're still looking for a 91, 391. And then we're heading higher. That's the upside objective in ES. And remember, anytime I say this, that's the upside objective, doesn't mean to say that's exactly where it's going to go. It may or may not get there. And it's just, do we have support with that in mind? If we see a pop above these highs with a fair value gap and break below a market structure break, then we're running down and you forget all about that. So that's just an objective I'd like to see. And whether or not it continues to pan out is what is up to you folks to keep practicing. Anytime I give you a level, especially after lunch, when I go away for lunch, I come back and I go, oh, it didn't hit the level I wanted, but I could see the reversal and why it didn't hit that level. That's what you guys need to keep studying and keep practicing, is to see if you can see where price, if I'm looking for an upside objective and it doesn't hit it and it goes completely in the opposite direction, you can't go, oh, well, he bombed on that as a expectation, because had I still been watching it, I would have called the reversal. I know I would have called the reversal because it's obvious on the charts when it is reversing. So you have to take that over the responsibility of whether or not it will continue to head in that direction by studying price action. So soybeans has finally hit our objective. Now I want to see it drop down. Where's our next objective? If we can get below that level there now, I'd like to see right there. Sugar's got its downside objective. That's already hit its upside objective already. We've taken out those highs. I want to see if this level provides us a swing point or reversal point. Yes, we have. $392 to $394. Next upside objective. This is one of the situations I was telling you about. If that's my objectives, and we have this structure or change in direction, this structure break to the downside, then forget about those right now. You want to see these two candles hold price? If we do come back, you want to see come back to here. I don't want to see price get below here. If this doesn't close on a down candle today, then we could be looking for quite a long run up into next week. We talked about that, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that could be a continual push up higher. If that's not a close day today. Didn't I have higher objectives yesterday? Let me go back into my predictions here. I was on a different time frame. I was on the December contract, so that's why. See you tomorrow, Derek. Traded below this low right here. You traded back into it. You're inside this range. If you trade below here, you have a little slight structure break. Below here, you're coming back into this range again. So you can already see there's a change in direction that's already occurred. You're deeper inside this range now, and we've traded below the level I didn't want to see us get below. So you're inside these two candles now. Obviously, your line in the sand is the wick bottom, which is the bottom of the inversion. So we forget that level. What's our ES doing? So ES can come all the way down to Okay, Hans, take care, buddy. Enjoy your dinner. Thanks, T. See you later, Craig. 5 more minutes and then I'm out of here. I'm just going to quickly review these again. See if this holds price inside these two candles. You already threw the wicks of them, so I don't like that already. So I'm looking for this range to extend down lower. Did we trade below there? We did. So I expect to see this go lower in here. Yes. If you come back into this consolidation for a cam model, you could be looking from here to here. Those are the two cam models. One of them has to give way. So if this low gives way, then we're looking for a deeper run down into this range here. You got relative equal highs above it. It still hasn't been really breached with any intention. If you get back above that imbalance at 62 on a close, look for again the upside. One penny short of my objective. Gold still acting on the box. Well, I think that's going to be it for me, folks. FOMC is tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. FOMC is tomorrow. Crazy red day tomorrow. All right, I think that'll be it for me. So thanks again for tuning in, you guys. Sorry I wasn't pretty lackluster today. I can't do much about that. We just try to read price action and stay in the charts, stay on the horse. That's all we're trying to do. So hopefully you got to see something today that reinforces it. We went through a whole bunch of different stocks and stuff here this morning and shows you that this is purely algorithmic. It's run on all time frames, all asset classes, same setups occur. Once you get the setup, once you get your understanding of price action and when you're expecting it to change direction and how to stay on the horse, you can better prepare for your stocks you're in, you can better prepare for your future. Once you understand if you're in this for a long term, you're trading things for a long-term trade, you can start to see opportunities to catch profits and when to reload some more onto your Chipotle as it is, right? So anyway, I hope you guys got something from that, and thank you very much there, Abs. Joey, you're welcome. Anything else you want me to look at quickly before I head out? I reviewed this. Anybody has a stock or anything you want me to look at, just let me know real quick and I'll have a quick peek. We got the extension. Low, that low is taken now. That's when we saw this poke, 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 giving you that indication it wants to go lower. Drilling through that mean threshold and finally giving up the ghost. Anything else in there? No one? Going once? Going twice? Nobody? Nothing? All right. Okay, folks, that'll be it for me then. I will see you guys on tomorrow morning, hopefully bright and early. Look for a rundown and below this low here again now for lunch hour to take out these lows and perhaps finish off that 206 we were looking for, or 186, whatever that high is on that candle. 184. You get to 184, that's this level right here. So still looking for that level. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a safe one.